Fabulous. Okay. Can't do it in Crocs, Hayley. Beautiful. Are we ready for some Saturday morning fitness Pilates? I am very excited. Okay, let's bring the feet together, the big toes and the heels. Let's set up our perfect Pilates posture. I've got a few things we're going to go through that are slightly different this week that I learned on a little 2-hour course on Thursday for you. So turn the toes out and then turn the heels out so we have that nice hip width apart gap between our feet. So I want you to lift your toes up. I think we've done this before, but I want you to hold them up and I want you to see if you can lift your arches. So keep the knees relaxed, don't straighten the back of the legs. As you've got those toes off the floor, stretch them out nice and wide and see if you can feel that arch between the ball of your toe and the inside of your heel. See if you can feel that lift in that arch. We've got 4 arches throughout the body and we're just going to set each one up and be conscious of those 4 arches. So when you've got that arch feeling and that lift feeling in your arch in your feet, slowly put the toes down but keep the lift in the arch. Now that can be very difficult for anyone who is flat-footed, but just mentally try and feel that lift in your arch, okay? So you're activating through the feet muscles, okay? Soften the knees. Next arch is the one that we always set up, so just gently with those hips, lifting and lengthening through the back, through the tummy, through the front of the hips. And we're going to do this in a minute once we're set up and see if we can isolate the hip area. So this is the next arch, the lower back, okay? Some of you will have an excessively natural lower back arch, and some of you will have even a flat back there. So this will be quite uncomfortable for you to stick your bum out, but very easy for you to lift your hips up. So you know lifting the hips up is point A, tilting the hips back is point C. Find that neutral spine in the middle at point B. How are your feet feeling? Are you gripping the mat for dear life? I don't want you to grip the mat with your toes. I literally want you to try and activate those muscles under the arch of the foot. Okay, we're going to come to our breath now. So this is the 3rd arch, the diaphragmatic arch, okay? So we normally do big belly breaths, so you can do a couple of those if that's going to help you set up and bring your breath up into your ribs. If you've not been to class for a little while, so just close your eyes and let's focus on the breathing. In through the nose, expand the belly. Out through the mouth or nose and contract the belly. Take a couple more breaths at your pace. Really bring your focus and your attention to your breath and what's happening in your belly and the muscles in your tummy as you're breathing in and as you're breathing out. Your next out breath, hold on to that contraction between about 50%, so not 100%. Now bring your hands up to your ribs, so I want your index fingers just underneath your bra line and your thumbs around the back. So bring them out to the sides, elbows out to the sides. Now I want you to see if you can expand your ribs laterally with your breath. So take a breath in and try and expand out into your hand. See if you can feel the diaphragm lift and then exhale. Do a couple more, take your time. Anyone's feet aching a little bit? Good, so we want to keep that breath up here in the ribs, in the chest, expanding to all four corners, laterally and front and back. Relax the arms down. Now the fourth arch, that's the neck arch. So you're going to draw the chin in slightly, but mostly lift up through the back of the head to lengthen the neck just to its natural position. If you are a computer worker, a desk worker, you might find that that's a little bit uncomfortable because maybe you work with the chin just poking forwards a little bit. Sometimes that happens unless you're very aware of your posture while you're working. Okay, so with feet set up, I can feel my inner thighs working from setting those arches up in my feet. Anyone else? The hips are set up, the diaphragm and the neck. So I want you to bring your hands back to your ribs where we had them when we was breathing. Now this is not about breathing. What I want you to do is keep your shoulders relaxed, and I want you to come back to those pelvic tilts. But see if you can just move the pelvis forwards and back. Notice if anything else moves, your shoulders. So we're going to go forwards and backwards. This is the probably easiest one because you're very used to doing this one. Do a couple more forwards and back. And then what I want you to try and do is hitch one hip up. So the heel might lift a little bit, that's fine, but just try and keep the shoulders relaxed. Are you having to squeeze the bum to hitch the hip up? Or can you just activate? Well, I can do it on this side and not squeeze the bum. And then the other side, the bum wants to squeeze. Wow. Try and keep those shoulders still. Everything else is still apart from this side to side little tilt through the pelvis. That's not as easy as it sounds, as it may look. Okay, do one more of those each side, and now you're going to rotate your pelvis around. Now you'll go one way and it'll feel like an okay circle. And then when you change round to the other circle, there might be a point where you just can't push past it without something having to move. You'll know what I mean if you've got any kind of like resistance in the hip area, in the pelvis, or even in the lower back. So when I go clockwise, I get to about 5 o'clock and my hip stops. It doesn't want to flow round naturally. You might be, when you're going anti-clockwise, it might be the other way. So just notice that. And do a couple more circles. Right there, 5 o'clock, and it doesn't want to go without me having to move another body part to assist it. Come back to the centre, relax those arms. How are we feeling? Grab your ball or block. If you haven't got either, please don't worry, that's not important. Take it in your right hand. We're just going to raise it up and down in that right arm. Take some nice breaths in and out. Soften through the knees. Keep the arches of the feet engaged. Keep this neutral spine. And they're just small breaths, not deep breaths. Okay. One more. And then pass it across to the left hand. Let's move that left arm. How does the left shoulder feel? Ooh. Well done. Just some easy movement for your shoulder joints, your shoulder blades, your scapula. Super. Okay, one more. Fabulous. Pass it back to your right hand. Now I want you to take both arms up, pass it across, and then bring it down. Up in the air. So if you don't have the ball, you're just going to take both arms up and then down. If you've got a block, use a block. I wouldn't try this with a pillow. Oh, what's going on? Anything going on in the neck area as you're passing it across? So try and get that ball directly above your head. A little bit of squeeze back maybe when you're passing it over. One more to each side. Make sure it finishes in the right hand, please. Fabulous. So we're just going to pass the ball behind us and in front of us, nice and gently. Now, if you haven't got the ball, I want you to reach your hands back, fingertips touch, and then reach the arms forwards, fingertips touch. We're trying to stay still everywhere else, apart from these arms moving. So when we go behind, squeeze the shoulder blades. When we come in front, just round through the back. Lovely. Couple more. And then let it finish in the left hand. Good, roll the shoulders. So we're going to balance on our right leg. So just, left leg. So we're going to lift the right knee. How are we doing? Same thing. Left arm up and down, just with that right leg lifted. If you need to, you can put the tiptoes on the floor. But just make sure there's an element of balance that's going on here. Woo! Soften the leg you're standing on. One more, arms up, swap it over, stay balancing on the right leg and see if it feels a little bit more unstable to lift the right arm with the right leg lifted. I would say yes, personally. Ooh. Two more with this right arm. One more. Take it up, pass it back, slowly down. Lift the left leg, get that left arm moving. Now I know we're starting on the more wobbly side, but really drawing through those muscles here in your center. And just move the arm up and down at your speed. It doesn't have to be quick. Just notice what's going on in your ankle, in your hip, in your bottom, in your shoulder. Both arms up, pass it over. Relax the left arm down. Ooh, it's funny what this does. You can do this obviously without any equipment. Couple more. Last one. Pass it over. Lower that left leg down. We're going to come back to a right leg lift. Okay. Now, for this one, you can just continue arm up and down. But if you can come with me and you can pass the ball under and over if you've got the leg lifted. Oh, that's a bit different. Overhead. Arms are coming out to the sides, just past that ball. Try and keep the chest lifted. There will be a little bit of a need to lean forwards as you pass under the leg, but keep that core connection. Change the direction you're passing the ball. So go the other way under the leg. Oh my gosh. Anyone got tired leg? Tired hip flexor? 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower. Woo! Lift up your left leg. Find the balance. Well done. Pass it under. Breathe. Just a few different warm-up moves today rather than our regular leg lifts. Woo. 2 more this way round. Now change the direction that you pass it under. I think I've changed. If you need to take a break, pop the toes down, that's fine. Woo. 4, 3, warming up that shoulder area nicely. 2, and the stomach. 1, slowly leg down. Slowly bring the ball down in front. Okay, pop the ball between your thighs. If you're using a yoga brick, pop that between your thighs and have it this way round. Can you see? Let me show you quickly. So have it the long way round if you're using a yoga brick. not too narrow, because that'll mean your feet will be too narrow, okay? So it comes just above the knees, so you can squeeze it between your thighs, and you should be able to keep hip width apart. You can use a cushion here as well, as long as when you fold it it's pretty bulky and it doesn't mean your feet are too close. I'm going to take some slow squats. Push the hips back, squeeze the knees, squeeze the ball between the knees or the thighs, and just push the hips back like normal, but we've got a little bit more inner thigh action here. Without the ball, absolutely fine, okay? Shoulders relaxed, arms are coming up as a counterbalance, knees pushing towards the toes. Now because you're squeezing the ball, I still want you to try and press the knees out gently. So that's a whole different sensation of trying to squeeze the ball, but keep the knees pushing out towards the second and third toe. So you think squeezing the ball might mean that your knees are going to come in. No. Try and keep those knees tracking in line with the toes. 2 more squats. 1 more squat. Good at the top. Take a breath in. Reach the arms out to the side. Keep squeezing the ball. And then just bring the hands down, chin to chest. Slowly we're going to roll down. Soften through the knees. Stop halfway if you need to. Are the legs feeling warmer now? Slowly roll yourself up. Okay, do you remember last week we did some squats where we went out to one side and then out to the other side? So we're going to go side, right, push the bum to the right, then push the bum to the left, use the arms. Just sending these hips in different directions, squeezing that ball, or nothing. If you've got nothing, let me just make sure the knees, the weight will go in the right leg and then the weight will go in the left leg, but the knees don't change position. They're still staying in line with toes. Good, I want you to do 4 more, 2 each side. That's it. Lovely. Well done. We're going to come back to centre squats now. So centre, the knees forwards, the arms forwards, down and up. Your choice on speed. Go slower if you need to focus on any part of the technique. The knees, the arms, the stomach. Woo! Squeeze that bum at the top. Can you squeeze the ball and the bum at the top? 2 more please. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Big breath, arms reach out and up. Come down, chin to chest, roll down. Soften those knees. Relax through your head, your neck. Slowly rolling up, drawing through the navel, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. Fab. Okay, take hold of the ball, or not if you haven't got one. So I want you to have it into your right hand. So the right leg is going to step, and we're going to rotate round to the right, and then step back in, and we're going to keep going to the right. So take the left hand to the knee, and take the right hand up in the air. Now if you need less, just turn with the elbow pointing up. So here, and bring the ball to your chest, or without the ball, you're going to go just a little turn here, elbow nice and high here. Option with that ball. Now really slowly, if you can, start to take the left hand a little bit lower down to the ankle as you're stepping over. Take the eye gaze up to the hand or the elbow. Just twisting through that lower back, thoracic spine, mid-back. Do 2 more. Can you get those fingertips down towards the floor? Don't force it. Well done. Change sides. Take it nice and slowly as you go to the left. Hand to your thigh. Maybe start with just a little elbow lift. See what this side feels like. Woo. Maybe when you're ready, you can lengthen the arm up. Just turning the chest. Making sure you're bending the knee that you're stepping out with. Maybe getting that hand down a little bit lower. Some lovely mobility for your back. So good for your spine. Do a couple more this side. Remember, elbow high, eye gaze up if you don't want to take the arm all the way up. Beautiful. Come in. Bring the ball down between the ankles where you can squeeze it. Take a big breath, reach up. Chin to chest, slowly come down, soften those knees. Now you're going to squeeze that ball between your ankles just for a moment. Relax the weight down. Make sure you're lifting those arches. You might have forgotten about that, but that's okay. I'm here to remind you. Okay, take that ball from between your ankles. I just want you to use it to go round to the right and tap behind you on the mat, and then round to the left to tap behind you. If you don't have the ball, just use your arms, just use your fingers. Just a little bit of lower back, hamstring, stretching. Oof. Keep the head relaxed, keep the knees relaxed. Notice the weight shift as you go side to side. Center when you've done one more each side and you're equal. Hands on the ball, hands on the floor, maybe you can reach the floor, and then we're just going to slowly take the right hand up the left arm, up the chest, turn to that right side, reach the hand up, look around, turn and twist that body, and then slowly bring it back, changing to the other side. Reach the fingers up the right arm, up across the chest, and then up towards the ceiling. And then bring it down. Hang the head. You're going to pass the ball behind the legs and in front. When you pass it in front, can you reach it forwards? If we're not using the ball, you're just going to reach the fingers forwards, reach the fingers behind, just touch the fingers in front, touch the fingers behind, palms down when you're reaching forwards, palms up when you're reaching back. Do a couple more. Oof. Fabulous. Ball is coming between ankles if you are using one, or your block. Not too wide with the block between the ankles. The block between the ankles would probably go this way round, so not that way that you had it when you had it between your knees. Okay. So, squeeze that ball. We're still down in our forwards fold, walking forwards into a plank. Okay, hold strong in your plank. Spread your fingers, fingerprints, knuckles and palms. grip a little bit through the mat and squeeze that ball through your legs and see if you can feel a little bit more tension through that pelvic floor. Now, option is to come down to your knees, lift the back of your head, push away from the mat through your arms. So we're not slumping down. Breathe for me. 4, 3, 2, walk back, bend the knees, come back to that fold. Hang over your thighs. Walking forwards into the plank. Nice and strong through your arms, through your belly. Looking good. Get the bum forwards, but shoulder height. Good. Now, if you've got the ball between your ankles, but you know you're going to need to drop to your knee, that's fine. Just let the ball go. If you can, roll to the side plank. So you'll be balancing on your toes, squeezing that ball. This is very challenging. Your option is to drop the knee. And then come back slowly to your front plank. If you've lost the ball, don't worry, it's fine. We're going to turn to the other side. Drop that knee if you need to. Woo. And come back to the front. Knees up. Walk it back slowly. Bend. Anyone running across the floor to get their ball? Relax your head. One more time. Walk it forwards. Make sure your hands haven't gone too far forwards. That's when it will feel very awkward. Push away from the mat. Lift up through the shoulders, lift up through the crown of the head, and lift up through that tummy. Give that a try. Turn to the side again. This is strong work for your wrists, for your abdominals. And if you've got that ball and you're able to squeeze it, it'll just give you that extra bit of strength. Come back to the center. Remember to put the knee down if you need to. Roll to the other side. Squeeze. Bum, hips, ball. Back to the center. Knees down slowly. Sit back and take the ball in front. Just release it from between your feet. Little stretch for your back. Releasing the wrists. Okay, nice and slowly, we are going to come up to all fours. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Have the ball in one hand. And we're going to do a little bit more of the twisting for the spine, but we're going to add into a shoulder stretch. So I'm going to put the ball in this hand, you'll be able to see better on the first one. So what I want you to do is slowly lift the ball up towards your chest, slowly reach the arm up, and then it's going to come underneath here. You can lower the shoulder down, or you can just reach the ball through, and then you're going to bring it back and slowly up. So this is option one. Just holding on, reaching through. This one obviously you can do without the ball. This is just, that needs stretching. Breathe in as you open, breathe out as you release through. One more like this. Those of you without the ball, I want you to come down onto your ear and be in the stretch here. If you've got the ball, I want you to put the back of your hand on it, and I want you to roll it underneath, balance on it a little bit, and then roll it back. So roll across the ball. Doesn't help when you you've got a watch on, let me tell you, and roll it back. Those of you in the stretch, maybe you like to release out the hands that you are resting on here. Lengthen the arm forwards. Press into the tops of the feet to open up through the side body. Couple more with the ball if you've got the ball. Fabulous. Change sides. Come out of the stretch slowly if you're down on your ear. Reset. And then we press into the tops of the feet. Press into the knees and this hand. And then slowly start to rotate. And then just bring arm underneath the other arm. Stretch it lower through the side body. And then reach the arm up. And then take the arm under. I think having the ball just gives you a little bit more of a reach. You'll reach up a little bit further. And then you'll reach under a little bit further. Do 2 more like this. And then hold that stretch. If you haven't got the ball, just down here. And then you might like to lengthen that arm out. If we've got the ball, we're going to roll it underneath us and roll it back. Takes a little bit of practice. Find the right place. If it starts on the fingertips here underneath your shoulder, then roll it until it comes towards the elbow, or as far as your mobility in your upper back here allows you to. 2 more. And 1 more. Good. Nice and slowly, we're going to come down onto our stomach. Have the ball overhead. Take your time. Right, we got room in front of us here, not quite. So legs out nice and long. Arms overhead. Rest your forehead down just a moment. Relax through the legs, relax through the tummy, relax through the bottom. Take some nice deep breaths. Okay, time to engage our stomach, our bottom, our thighs. So listen up. I want you to squeeze your thighs. So lift your knees away from the mat. I want you to squeeze your bottom. And then I want you to lift or actively feel like you're lifting your stomach away from the mat. Now hold on to all of that in your lower body and your belly. We're going to lift the arms up, not very high. We're going to lift the head and the chest up, so try and get the elbows off. We're going to take the ball round to one side. Reach both arms back past the ball behind your lower back. Bring the ball back in front of your head. And then pass it back the way you just came. So we're lifting the chest, squeezing the bum, squeezing the thighs. And we're taking the ball round the back. Bring it overhead and take it back the way you came each time. So you're changing direction. Squeezing all those muscles, your thighs, your bum, your tummy. Do 2 more, 1 more each direction. Chest is lifted a little bit as you pass the ball behind, a bit more than when you bring the ball in front, and rest down. Arms, you can let go through tummy, you can let go through bottom, you can let go through thighs. Now that'll be quite strong for some of you. So the ball will probably make it harder, so if it is too much, lose the ball. And your option this next time will be, as you lift the arms, you just reach down to one side and back to the top. Down to one side and back to the top. Okay. Let's engage everything again. Let's start with the stomach this time. Lift your belly. Now squeeze your bottom. And then squeeze your thighs, lifting your knees, but keeping your feet on the floor. Okay, let's lift the arms, head and chest. Pass that ball round. Remember to change direction each time. Don't go round the same way. Squeeze everything. Are you breathing or are you holding your breath? One more each direction, please. If you can, rest anytime you need to. Relax down when you've done those 2 repetitions. Okay, we're going to have one more set. No ball arms on their own are fine. We're going to change the ball over behind the back this time, not overhead. You'll know what I mean when we start moving. It'll feel slightly different. Right, we're going to engage those muscles in a different order again. So we're going to start with the bottom. Squeeze the bottom. Now squeeze the tummy up. And now squeeze the thighs, so we've got everything engaged in that lower body to protect our back when we start lifting up the upper body. Okay, lift arms, lift head. So we're going to take the ball round behind us. We're going to start here in the lower back. So from here is where we pass. So pass it round, touch at the top. And then at the bottom, behind your back, you change hands. Touch at the top, lift up. Change it at the bottom. It just taps at the top. Change it over at that lower back. Again, we're trying to make sure we're changing direction each time and not going the same way round. Oh, are you squeezing everything? It's a little bit stronger on the shoulders, changing it over behind the back. That's good for our posture. One more each direction, please. Tummy, bum, thighs, squeeze them. Bring it back overhead to relax down. Wow. That's some strong posture work. I hope you are feeling that like me. Right, your ball or a pillow, not the block. The block will be very uncomfortable. It's going to come under your ribs, under your sternum. Okay, so you've got your rib cage, and your sternum is that bone right down the centre of your rib cage. So pop the ball or a pumped up pillow under that part of your rib cage, just underneath the chest. Now you can just let the bum relax here, so we're lifting up and stretching through the front of the spine. If it's a little bit too uncomfortable for your lower back, just remove the ball, bring those hands in, elbows under shoulders, arms parallel, and just lift up to where it feels comfortable for you without the ball. The ball is going to add extra lift, and if your back is not comfortable with that, then please lose the ball. Relax the shoulders away from the ears, but lift the chest. Okay, those wrists have had a nice rest while we've been on the floor, so slowly You're going to bring the hands back under your shoulders. You can push up away from the ball. Now we're going to work the hamstrings and the bum a little bit more. So your ball, not the block, that won't be comfortable. A pillow would be fine. You're going to place it in the back of one of your legs, so between your calf and your hamstring, and you'll have to give it a little squeeze. Now, if you are prone to hamstring cramping, you might want to do this without the ball, okay? You can roll a towel up nice and thick, or maybe a small squishy pillow. So see if you can fit that ball just in the back of your knee and squeeze it there. I'm having a little bit of trouble on this side. So tuck the toes, hands under shoulders, and we're just going to do some purely glute work here. So you're going to lift the leg that's got the ball, push the heel up, and then lower the knee almost all the way down and push the knee up. Now there's lots of things going on as well as you lifting this leg and getting that glute squeeze in. Make sure you've engaged through the stomach. If you need to reset and think about where your hips are, take a little moment to do some hip tilts and find that neutral spine. Otherwise, when you're ready, join me with the lifting of that leg and squeezing that ball in the back of the knee. Woo! Now don't lift too high. So your back shouldn't move. You should lift, feel the squeeze in your glute, pause, and then lower with control. Do 4 more on this side, please. Let me see. How's it looking? Oh, good work, Kate, with the pillow. Well done, Nikki. Lovely. Looking good. How are we doing, Shirley, Rose, Stacey, you in? Well done. Slowly release down. You're going to change sides with the ball. Now this might be easier or harder. It's definitely not easy to get the ball between the back of the knee. Okay, sit up through the abdominals, shoulders away from ears. Lots of space there. Tuck in those toes just for that extra bit of balance, and when you're ready, lift. Oh, this hamstring is going to crampy cramp. Ah! So it's a challenge for the core. We're only balancing on 3 points of contact, and we're making movement through the legs, so the core is having to work pretty hard. Squeeze that glute. Breathe. On the hardest part. What's the hardest part? Lifting and squeezing or lowering under control? It might be different. I would say personally, lowering for me is harder than lifting and squeezing. Do 4 more, please. How's this side look? Let me see. Those of you on Facebook, you need to get someone to take a picture for me so you can, I can see how you're doing, or a little mini video if your husbands or kids are at home. Well, you've done 4 more. You can relax down, let go of that ball. Oh my. How are we doing? Okay. All right. Take your time, come round onto your bottom. So, the last couple of weeks with the ball, we have put it here in the lower back area, haven't we? Not today. I want you to squeeze it between your thighs, the same place as where you had it when we were doing squats. You can do this with the brick, and the brick would need to be this way round, so completely different again. Can you see that, Kate, this way round? So we had it that way for squats, we had it that way for ankles, and so it's now this way for abdominals between the thighs, okay? I'll do this one with the block with you. So I'm squeezing that between my thighs. Okay, fingertips around the back of your legs. If you need some support here, grab a pillow and pop that in there. Now I want you to lengthen your body away from your thighs. So your arms are nice and long. Lift up through the chest. And let's get some good posture and energy coming up through the front of the body. Squeeze that block. This is going to help activate the pelvic floor muscles stronger for you. Okay, release the hands one at a time. Fingers forwards. Shoulders drawing back into their pockets. So there's a bit of shoulder blade squeeze here. We're going to do the arm movements. You should be better at these by now. We've done these for a couple of weeks. One at a time. Lift, arm by the ear. Just single arms. So squeezing that block is making you activate your stomach, helping protect through the lower back or the ball, whichever it is you're squeezing, or even a pillow. Keep lifting those arms. Draw the thumbs back. Keep the chest lifted. Do one more of each arm. Then we're going to try both arms. Take a breath in. Reach them up. Oh, shaky now with both arms and lower. Good. Breathe in. Can you feel that in the tummy? You've got two more, then we take a stretch. Okay, slowly hold on to your thighs. Draw your body towards your thighs and just reach your hands down to your feet or hold on to the opposite elbow and hug around your knees. Relax your head. Okay, I kind of picked one of the harder ones first, but you're strong. I know that you lot are strong, so I'm just going to come this way so you can see a little bit better for the next couple. So ball or brick between those legs again. Hold on, lean yourself back, lift up through the chest. Now, when you lift up through the chest, the lower back, what you don't want the lower back to do is push forward. So I'm not asking you to be rigid, I'm asking you to be nice and neutral. Think about that neutral position for the hips. You can rock back and forwards on your sit bones to find it. So we're here. If it is uncomfortable at any point, you stop, but please move slowly. Don't quickly get yourself out of the position. Right, release the arms if you're in position and you're feeling ready. Arms are going to go sides. Whoa, sides. Now make sure you're squeezing those thighs together on that ball, on that block. And you're keeping the chest lifted and breathing. I'm really loving these abdominals. Such a challenge for such a small movement. Oh my gosh, 4 more. And then we try both. Remember, if you need to rest, take your time, come forwards into that knee hug position. Are you ready? Shall we try both? Open. Oh, and they get back to shoulder height. Do you feel that shaking? I'm not putting that on, I promise. 2 more. Hands come back behind the thighs. Draw yourself forward slowly. Hug around those shins. Relax your head. So while, if you have any lower back problems, there could be, if you get any feeling in the lower back, your brain will tell you to stop because it thinks it's going to be injured. Do listen, but also remember that this exercise is strengthening your lower back. So it is working those muscles. So sometimes you have to differentiate between pain and a working feeling in the muscle. Obviously anything sharp, stabbing, searing, anything like that is a no-no. But if you can feel like a light burning, muscular type feeling, that's the muscle just working to hold your body in that position. Okay, we've got 1 more set. Bring yourself back. Set yourself up. Shoulders relaxed. Chest is lifted, but your hips are not pushing forwards, remember. Squeeze that block nice and tight. Release the arms. So we're going to go top corner, top corner. You can look back at the hand, bottom corner, bottom corner. Now when you go to those bottom corners, I want you to sweep the arm back and take a little bit of rotation through the upper body. Top corner, top corner. Little bit of a sweep back here. Lower the chest and shoulder back on that side. Yes or no? Are you breathing? One more single arm each way. And then we'll try both together. This lower one will be quite difficult. So both arms up into a V shape. Back to your knees. And then both arms down. Both arms up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Both arms down. Can't rotate obviously when we're doing both arms. Lift. Breathe in. Can you do one more each way? Please stop if you need to. Slowly bring yourself forwards into that stretch. Well done. We've got one more exercise this morning. We're going to open through the front of the body. So you're going to lie down on your mat. Bring your ball, bring your block, bring your pillow. And put it between the knees again. Same position, same way round for the block as you just had for the abdominals. And let's just do some nice slow articulations through the hips for bridge pose. So draw the hips back, lift the hips up slowly, squeeze that ball and feel the activation here through the pelvis and through your pelvic floor muscles. Press into your toes. Lift up through the arches in your feet like we did right back at the beginning. And then slowly lower the back down from the top through the middle, keeping those hips tilted. Position A. And then slowly as you lower the back and the hips, you can release the hips. Gently let them come forwards into position C. Just to release the back. And then draw the hips back, tuck them towards the ribs as you lift up, squeezing the bottom, squeezing up through the hips, opening the front of the body. Squeeze through your ball or block or cushion. And then lower down, take your time, really slowly, just moving through the back, through the spine. 2 more times. Anyone got achy legs? Squeeze in the block, ball, cushion. Squeeze up, not too high. I'm not looking for your hips on the ceiling. I'm just looking for a nice ski slope type position from knees down to shoulders. And then lower. The lowering is the most important thing in almost all exercises. One more. Can you feel everything in the back of your body working to hold you up? Can you feel the front of your body opening, your hips stretching just a little bit? Well done. Slowly down, slowly through the back. Don't let those hips just crash down. Really control and feel what goes on. Well done. Release the ball. Take your legs out nice and long, slowly, one at a time. Reach the arms overhead if that feels good, or maybe just take the hands behind the head, elbows out to the sides. Relax your shoulders, relax your feet. Take some nice deep breaths in now through your belly. Let that expand. 2 more nice deep breaths, slow. Got your hands up above your head or behind your head, slowly release them, slowly bend the knees. Take the feet as wide as your mat or wider than your hips, and then roll the knees over to one side. Let them relax. Feel the hips stretch through the back leg. Well done, lift them up, roll them to the other side, nice and slowly, take your time. And then bring them back to the center. Bring one knee in, hug it to your chest. Lengthen the other leg away, nice and slowly. Now the knee that you're hugging, take hold of it with the opposite hand, and you're going to take it across your body, across the straight leg, and then turn to look the opposite way to what you're taking your knee. Just a little twist through the hip, through the spine. Try and relax somewhere, your face. Through your toes. Next in-breath, slowly bring it back to the middle. And then change side. Straight leg comes in, slowly hug the knee. Bent leg goes out, slowly. Take hold of the knee. Opposite hand, draw it across the body. Look to the other side. Take a breath in, come back to center slowly. Soles of feet together, let the knees open out. Just let them relax, have a little rock side to side with them. Take some nice deep breaths. Slow that rocking down, just let them be still for a moment. Then use your hands on the outsides of your legs, press your feet together to bring your knees up. You're going to roll to one side, you're going to come onto all fours slowly, take your time. Just take the hands forward slightly, tuck the toes, bum back to heels, lift the knees and find our calf stretch here to finish. Softening through the knees one at a time, press those heels back. Just gently easing out through the calves. Lift through the belly. Look back to your feet. Do a couple more each side. Press back through both heels. And you can choose whether you take your hands to your feet or whether you bring your feet to your hands to slowly come hip width apart, and then take your time to unfurl all the way up. Roll those shoulders back when you arrive, up nice and tall, give them a couple of rolls. Shake them out, shake the legs out, bend the knees, have a little walk in place. Fantastic. Well, that is Saturday. Fitness Pilates, that's a wrap. I hope you've enjoyed that, everyone, and I wish you a very lovely weekend. Stay warm, stay safe, and give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you very much.